Right, YouTube, the Shadow King, King Nazu. I'm here with my review of Dragon Ball Super, episode 125. So, we once again start off with Goku and Vegeta at the peak of their powers, with Goku at Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken, and Vegeta with his new form that's basically Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan with a darker shade that we have yet to get a name for, fighting against Jiren and exchanging blows. But Jiren still holds the upper hand. And that's pretty much what we got from that. Meanwhile, we cut to Toppo fighting Android 17. And Android 17 realizes that he can't overpower someone like Toppo. So his strategy is to just hold out until the time runs out, which there's only like 6 minutes left. And he just keeps firing barrages at Toppo to stall him. But Toppo starts to realize that what Android 17's tactic is, and also realizes that Android 17 has has infinite combat energy. So he needs to handle this quick. I really did like this, as this shows that Toppo is a clever fighter and is quickly able to analyze the situation. And it ultimately leads to the two of them shooting a beam struggle at each other. Very reminiscent of when Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, well, no, not teen, he was like 9 years old. So Super Saiyan 2 Kid Gohan did a beam struggle against Cell during their final battle. And it seems to be going a little bit in Toppo's favor until Frieza starts to intervene. Oh, joy. I thought we could have an episode that didn't focus on Frieza. But nope. Frieza decides that he's very entertained by this little exchange, but it's taking too long, and decides that he's going to throw some death beams at Toppo, while calling him Mr. Justice in a mocking tone. And this really breaks Toppo's concentration, so he's not able to focus his beam, and it causes him to lose the beam struggle and get attacked by both Frieza's barrage of death beams and Android 17's attacks. And it does some severe damage and really tore up his uniform, but he's not out. And he's just barely keeping it in. And Frieza just decides to drop by and once again and just talk trash, basically saying, well, if this is the best Justice can do, then I say justice is trash. And trash belongs in the trash bin, doesn't it? And when he was getting ready to proceed to eliminate Toppo, but then Toppo raises up and says that if this is as far as justice has taken him, then justice is worthless. And this is where we get to things really get good. In fact, I would even go so far as to say, where did I put my sunglasses? Ah, there they are. This is where shit gets real. Toppo amounts the excess energy that he had left and becomes a god of destruction. So yes, we basically technically have a god of destruction in the tournament. Now, a lot of people were wondering, was this going to be considered legal? But considering that Toppo's still immortal and not an official god of destruction, and he also entered as immortal, I suppose that would be considered legal. Plus the Zenos would probably just allow it because it looks cool. And basically, Belmont and Macarena confirmed, as well as Kai, that they've been training Toppo to be the next god of destruction, which is why he's going to be so powerful. And Toppo proceeds to shoot the Hakai attack at Frieza. And Frieza remembering that he was able to withstand the Hakai of Sidra when Sidra sent his assassins after Frieza. He thinks that he can handle Toppo's Hakai. But Frieza didn't take into account that, one, he's an arrogant prick, and if he should have learned from Vegeta by now, arrogance does not get you very far in Dragon Ball. And two, Sidra is a shit god of destruction. Nice guy, but still a shit god of destruction. And he proceeds to try to hold it off, but it just ultimately starts consuming him, and he just keeps acting like he can handle it, much like when Frieza got hit by Goku's Spirit Bomb back in the Frieza saga, but also that backfired, and it just ultimately consumes him. And Toppo continues to powers become so great that it actually cracks the arena in half. And remember, this arena was made out of Kachi, and that's the strongest metal in the multiverse, as far as we know. So that is a very impressive power. The one of the gods of destruction are so feared. I'm not entirely sure where Toppo ranks in the gods of destruction. He may, considering he's considered to be Belmont's successor, he might be stronger, or might be on par. And then Toppo starts trying to search for Android 17, and he realizes he's hiding, and just Android 17 says that I was just waiting for an opening. I love how Android 17 is just so blunt with his comments. And he just tries everything he can to attack Toppo, but Toppo's God Destruction Key is just so powerful that not even Ki Blasts work on him. And that Beerus also says that he can't, that 17 can't get near Toppo because the God Destruction energy would destroy him on contact. And you gotta remember that the destruction energy is really dangerous, as it not only could kill you, it could also wipe you from existence, mind, body, and soul. So you will literally not exist. But Beerus just says that Toppo does have one weakness, is that he still hasn't mastered God of Destruction energy, so he has to actually take a little bit of time to charge that power, which could potentially lead to an opening if he can find the right attack against Toppo. But things don't go Android 17's way, and Toppo was almost ready to eliminate him, but a rock gets thrown in to counter the blast. And it turns out that energy came from Frieza, who looks much like how he did after he got hit by Goku's Spirit Bomb. Just very, very injured, and one of his eyes is shut. And Frieza just wants to prove that he's better than Toppo, and by extension the Gods of Destruction, and was preparing a supernova that he said has enough power to destroy a planet. Frieza, we're way past the point of where destroying a planet is impressive. Try to say some better feats, come on. But much like me, Toppo says that's a bunch of rubbish, and he throws the tiniest speck of destruction energy, and it destroys Frieza's supernova. And then Toppo starts to beat the living shit out of Frieza. And as someone who doesn't like Frieza, this brought a lot of joy to me. I'm adding Toppo to my top 10 list of favorite characters now, because he was just awesome in this. He even starts to get to the point where he starts crushing Frieza's skull while he throws Frieza's words of calling him trash right back at him, and proceeds to kick him to eliminate him. But Android 17 throws a rocket at Frieza, just preventing him from barely getting eliminated. I mean, his arm's out of the ring, but the rest of his body isn't. He's just lying unconscious. And Topo basically says that there's nothing Android 17 can do to win, but Android 17 said he's still going to give it his all. Gotta commend the guy. All in all, I really did like this episode. Really nice character development for Topo as he abandoned his ideals of justice, and all that he cares about now is winning and ensuring the survival of his universe, and finally accepting the role of God Destruction. And we got a nice bit of callbacks to classic Dragon Ball, specifically from the Frieza saga. And we also got a little bit more insight into just how dangerous God Destruction energy is used. Which is going to be really interesting to see how Goku and Vegeta are going to handle this should they ever fight Beerus again. And we also got to take into account that even with the God of Destruction energy that Topo is now possessing, Jiren is even stronger than that. So Goku better get Ultra Instinct, because that's the only way I see them getting through this. Anyway, that's my review, episode 125. I'll be recording more stuff from Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Catch you guys later.